And this is the Moss Report. I'm here today with Hans Bastian from Glückspilze, which is a company that grows mushrooms in Austria. And Hans was going to give us a little tour of their display here. Hans, I know you said you're a little camera shy, so I'm not going to keep you on the camera here, but
Perfect.
you have a beautiful display and an incredible product line. And I guess I'd like to learn a little bit more from you about some of the things that are on display here, some of which I've never seen before. And why don't we start down here with some of these petri dishes and what have you?
Yes, here you can see different kinds of mushroom strains, mushrooms we collect in the nature. We can collect in the forests, on the meadows, and we get them. We bring them to the laboratory, and we multiply them on petri dishes, and in the end, we put them to our culture bank. We
A
store
culture
them.
bank?
Yes,
What,
it's
what
a
is that?
collection, a collection of mycelium, which is stored in the fridge and later for a long time in preservation. It's going to be stored in liquid nitrogen. Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and we collect a lot of different mushroom strains which we actually don't really use in an economical way,
Just for research?
Just to research or just to preserve it, for maybe later. And yes.
Some of these are unique strains that maybe haven't been discovered or even identified,
yes.
or
No, they're identified.
Okay.
They're all identified. We don't put something in our storage, which we haven't identified,
Okay.
We identify them by morphologically, by habitus, by as you describe a mushroom, But we also sometimes, when we need it, we identify them like by ITS gene sequencing.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So we really know what it is,
Uh-huh.
If we do something with it, if we research it, if we use them as a product, we really want to know what it is, so we identify them by their gene sequences,
I understand.
special ones.
And what about these other items on display here? Like, what is this guy?
This is an agaricum.
Okay.
It's called in English. It's Phomedopsis officinalis.
Okay.
It's a very interesting mushroom. It should contain very interesting compounds that are like immunomodulating, and so it's actually a mushroom. It's called officinalis. It's written in the pharmacopoeia.
No.
I think in America.
Okay.
Yes.
How about this guy?
Yes, this is a Zunderschwamm, we call it,
Okay. Looks like a chunk of wood.
Yes, because it grows in wood and
Okay.
it's hard as wood,
Is that like a reishi? No.
No, that's
What is the-
Fomes fomentarius.
Okay. Never heard of that one.
Zunderschwamm,
No.
You can carry fire with it. Therefore
Oh,
it's called
okay.
Zunder,
Oh, all right.
Fire with it. Yes.
Oh, and look at this thing. This is like bizarre.
That's a reishi.
That is a reishi.
That's a reishi.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that's what that looks like.
Yes, no, that's a reishi grown under high CO2 atmosphere.
I see.
As long as it has high CO2 and low oxygen, it evolves these antlers,
And this
They're
is
called
also a
antlers.
reishi, but it's not.
This is a reishi, but this is a
developing yet?
spawn bag. This is
Oh.
just a spawn bag. This is growing on wood, on a special wood substrate.
I see.
And this is a spawn bag, okay?
And what about this lovely specimen?
That's also a reishi.
Okay. So these are the different sort of stages of that reishi.
Somehow, this is also like grown first like this,
Yeah.
but in the end, when you give it more oxygen, as you can compare it when the reishi is growing through the soil, coming through the surface, and then it gets more in nature, it gets more oxygen, then it evolves these sculptures.
Nice.
These heads, the typical ones, like heads like this,
Right.
And
Great.
Yes, but it's also reishi. It's all the same species.
So how many species of mushrooms do you guys grow in your facility?
60 to 70.
Oh, wow.
You know, some are just for supplements.
Uh-huh.
But
And you're the production manager, is that
Yes,
right?
and we are also-
So that's a big job. You got to keep all those different strains happy and growing.
Yes, you have
Very
to,
good.
you have to be kind to them.
And I see you also developed from those different mushrooms a variety of different extracts and
Yes.
supplements and so
Yes,
forth.
Yes.
Okay.
We have mushroom powder. We dry it. We produce it. We grow it. We
Yeah.
harvest it. We dry it. We grind it. We put it to the mill. We capsule it ourselves, and we make the extracts.
Great. And then I understand that your company has a connection with this foundation. Is this through? Is it through your foundation? Now, what about this young man? Is he available to tell me a little bit about this foundation?
I think maybe yeah.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name's Florian.
Florin.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you. I see you have a foundation, Mycoverse. Would you like to tell us about it?
Yes. So one thing that we discovered in our company is that many things that we want to do in this world, that we want to transform, are not possible in the space of the company. And that's why we created the foundation. In a foundation, we can do easier research, we can provide knowledge. Like, for example, when you have a company, you can't say reishi is good for your skin, or reishi is good for liver problems, or this mushroom is good for this cancer. You are not allowed to say that. And with the foundation, we can make studies, we can bring out papers to bring this knowledge to the people and really transform what mushrooms are for the world. And also what we're out to do, we want to create some kind of cryobank, DNA bank, and also we want to bank all the different mushrooms on the world, get into collaboration with many, many companies, people and scientists on this planet to save all the strains of all the different mushrooms and bring them together.
Wow, that's a great cause. How interesting. And I guess people who might be interested to learn more could find you. I'm going to put this up here if I can see that. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but the website is mycoversefoundation.org. And all right, very interesting. Okay, well, thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Thank you.